So I've been using the Apple Watch for quite a few years now. Since Apple pretty much announced their first generation Apple Watch, I ended up going for the space black stainless steel with the link bracelet. However, over the years, the Apple Watch has become quite slow, quite sluggish, because of course it is the first generation, and I personally think the Apple Watch is actually pretty average looking. It's been very interesting to see how the smartwatch market has changed over the last couple of years, and there's been quite a few different manufacturers, quite a few different companies that have sort of come into the game, come with their own sort of watches, seeing what they can produce. And one of those companies is Chronoby. I've been hearing of Chronoby quite a lot recently, and I thought I'd give it a shot, so I ended up getting two of their watches. I ended up getting an all black watch and a sort of everyday sort of silver and brown leather watch. The reason I ended up going for two watches was because I wanted an all black watch which would go well with, say, smart clothes, and then a sort of casual watch which I could wear every day. I think it's always important that a watch matches what you wear. It should always complement your outfit and the style that you're going for. So when you first get the watches, the packaging is pretty simple, pretty standard, nothing too fancy, nothing too special. And I was actually very impressed by the sort of quality and the fit and finish of the watches themselves. So the differentiating factor when it comes to Chronoby is that it's not simply a screen on your wrist. These watches look like everyday watches that you used to get before watches became smart, you could say. They use pretty minimalistic, pretty simple design, and the smart functionality actually comes from the app on your phone and the buttons on the watch. So once you've downloaded the app and you've paired your watch to the phone, you get a couple of options. The first one is watch face. In the watch face, you can do things like set up the crown. So when you click the crown, you can have things like it track your daily steps, you can have it show you the date, you can have it show you a second time zone, you can have it as a timer, you can have it as a stopwatch. And if your watch has a second dial, or a sub dial as it's called, you can also set that up to a second time zone or for it to track your steps. The notification system is pretty unique, and I found it actually works very well. You can set up notifications to either vibrate once, twice or 3 times, and you can add things like text messages, calls, calendar and other various things. Pretty good way to sort of prioritize your notifications, and you can also even choose individual people. So if you get a notification from one specific person, you can have them say vibrate 3 times, so you know that it's someone close to you. Or if you just get the standard text from someone, you can just have it vibrate once. My favorite functionality actually comes from the pushers, the buttons either side of the crown. So in here you can actually set up various different things, and my favorite is definitely being able to control your music and setting up IFT. So, you know, when you control your music, you can do things like play, pause, next track, previous track, increase volume, decrease volume, things like that with multiple pushes of the button. When you hook up your if this then that account, you can do so many different things. The sort of possibilities are nearly endless. I actually have it hooked up so that it turns my lights on and off. It's not the fastest though, because it does technically have to go through your phone, go up to the web server, then come back down to activate whatever you set it up for. So for example, when turning lights on and off, there is a little bit of a delay. So it's not going to be as fast as, say, using Apple HomeKit or Google Home or Amazon Alexa, but it's definitely pretty awesome. And of course, you don't just have to use it for lights, you can use it for nearly everything. You know, there's so many different possibilities with if this then that it really sort of comes down to your imagination and what you can set up. As I mentioned, you can also get it to track your activity, and you can get it to track your steps in a day, which is pretty cool. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the functionality on a Chronoby watch. It's not meant to be like an Apple Watch where you can see a Twitter feed, you can see Instagram feed, things like that. You know, if you're the type of person who mainly uses their watch to see the time, keep track of notifications, and maybe do the odd action here and there, Chronoby are pretty awesome for that. You also get to keep the standard watch design. You know, when you get an Apple Watch, it pretty much looks the same as every other Apple Watch. Chronoby offers so many different variations of their watches. You can have them in different colors, different designs, all sorts pretty much. And as I mentioned, the 2 watches that I've got, I think fit pretty much my everyday needs. You know, if I want to dress smart, I can wear the black one. If I just want to have an everyday sort of outfit and wear an everyday watch, I can wear the silver and brown one. I really do love the design of these watches. I love how Chronoby have just taken your everyday watch and put in smart sort of functionality. My personal favorite is the silver and brown one. It's quite a thick watch, it's just a little bit thicker than an Apple Watch, but of course it is packing quite a bit of tech, and you don't have to charge it every day like you do with an Apple Watch. The battery on one of these will last around 2 years, which is pretty awesome, knowing that you don't have to keep taking it on and off just to charge it. I really like the mix of materials, the sort of brushed stainless steel look and of course the glossy stainless steel look. The glass on top is also curved, which is very subtle, very unique, and I feel like that really gives a nice luxurious look and feel to it. The watch face itself is indented and you have the standard numbers that go around the watch face. When I first got the watch, the genuine leather strap was pretty tough and pretty strong. It was quite hard to get around, but now that I've been using it for a week, it's definitely aged nicely and it's much softer, much easier to put on my wrist. I also went swimming with the watch just to check the water resistance, and it was completely fine, worked completely fine, no issues or anything, and there was no condensation inside the glass. So yeah, if you're still interested in the classic wristwatch look, but you want sort of smart functionality, be able to do other things with your watch other than just tell the time, Chronobee are probably one of the best ones to go for. Their app is fantastic, their watches are fantastic, everything works very well, and they have so many different designs that cater to nearly everyone. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, where I'll definitely be sharing more pictures of these watches. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.